Are you about to do this?
But not now. They're gonna do their thing. What I'm gonna do is Pete Feature say okay. The ones that I really know well, I'm gonna have them get up and introduce everybody else because some of the folks here I don't know. All right, some of the folks I don't know, so I'm going to let Jim and Eddie do that. So as I said, the last 5 to 7 years or so, I kind of faded out of the Hip Hop 101 course to let the young people take over. And 3 of the people who have been really key to making it continue are Jim Wells. He's here. He's going to introduce himself. Eddie Somerset. He's the young man who I told you did the update of Gil Scott-Heron's The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. And P. Features, who did text me about an hour ago. So he's on his way. So right now, I'm going to turn it over to Jim Wells and Eddie Somerset. They're going to introduce everybody. And then we're going to get into the topic of hip-hop as a tool of revolution and social change. And they're going to tell you what they think about hip-hop, whether or not it is a tool of social change, whether or not it should be a tool of social change, and whether or not hip-hop today is better or worse than it was yesterday. Without further ado, Jim Wells and Eddie Somerset. Let's give them a round of applause.
I'm Eddie Somerset. I will start off by introducing myself. I'm a local artist here. I'm from North Philly, 23rd in Somerset. Been doing this for probably a little over 10 years now, well, around 10 years. And the gym, we'll come back around.
All right, yeah, fair enough. So I'm usually of the mind that when we have a chance to speak in classrooms, we should keep the introduction short and then let the conversation be what it's going to be. I know you've got a ton of shit to say. So my name is Jim Wells. I am the academic director of a Philadelphia nonprofit called Junior Music Executive. I'm going to apologize in advance because I've been mad sick for the last couple days. I'm usually a fast talker and a mumbler as it is, and my cold's just going to make it worse. But what Junior Music Executive does is offer free creative writing, beat making, performance, and music business workshops to 13 to 24-year-olds in Philly. These are 2 of my students here that I brought with me. I usually think it's a lot more interesting to let my kids talk than my 39-year-old ass. But I was very lucky to grow up in an era where, again, like popular hip hop was still political. Like I was probably like 13 or 14 when like Public Enemy and like the first Ice Cube Soul album came out. And I was listening to a lot of that and a lot of punk and hardcore at the same time. And almost all of like my social justice and like my politics, like they didn't stop at coming from like hardcore and hip hop, but they definitely started there. So I'll let